I used to work as a plumber's assistant and realized that this way I would not achieve anything. It is not normal to wake up in the morning and go to an unloved job every day I work, as if I had not achieved. I already perceived. I perceive myself as a world champion, behave like a champion. I think as a champion, you need to be grateful for everything. Even if you have nothing. Stawborn represents the secret of Conor McGregor's strength. Conor, tell me, what makes you such a good fighter? You know, I really love what I do. I would even say that I'm just obsessed with it. It's always in my head. I can't think about anything else. I love this very much. I can't forget about it for a minute. I constantly live my favorite business and develop in this regard. I am completely focused only on this. You understand what I must constantly challenge yourself and be completely absorbed in finding. But you don't think that it is not entirely normal for. I don't know. You think I look unhealthy? Look at my body. I'm in amazing shape. Healthy in body and mind. Do you know what's not normal for me? It's not normal. It's normal to wake up in the morning and go to an unloved work in the office and hang around there from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. That's what is abnormal. From an unloved job, more harm than from fighting. I do not work. I do what I love. I love to fight. I love to work on my body, and that's why I chose this path. I just love what I do. So I don't think this is not a. I feel great, and that's my whole life. I used to work as a plumber's assistant. I worked for a year and realized that this way I would not achieve anything. You need to devote all your time or not do it at all. If you do not train twice a day and do not give yourself completely to your work, then you will not achieve anything. I really wanted to achieve success. I felt talent and love for sports. Therefore, I quit my job with pleasure and started chasing my dream. I keep moving forward and I don't regret anything. If I think a lot about the past, then I can stay in it. I don't dwell on my defeats and victories. I move on. They say defeats can either temper or well, believe me too. Victories can both temper and break. Because a person can just get used to victories and stop trying. He can stop giving all his best in training. Stop maintaining a diet. Because he has already defeated everyone, a series of victories can put a person to sleep and defeat bring to life, so I move forward no matter what. I always give my best. It doesn't matter if I am a champion or not. Every day I work as if I have not achieved anything, as if I am not. This is my thinking. And it helps me. I don't like to look too far ahead. It distracts me. Many people are so keen on long-term planning that they forget to live here and now. Right now I live with the main goal of my life, to become the absolute world champion, and I already perceive myself as a world champion. Behave like a world champion. I think like a champion. I live my purpose in the present moment and appreciate everything that life brings me. You know why? I am a champion. Because I put my whole soul into this moment. I believed that I had this belt from the very first day of my journey. I visualized this moment, and that is why now I am standing right here. Conor, you are rich and successful now. But can you get back to the thoughts of that? Do you remember what you thought when you dreamed about this? I dreamed about it every second. And as a child, I always imagined myself in the stadium. Even when I played with the ball and hit the balls off the wall, I imagined that I scored a goal, ran forward with fist raised, represented a stadium full of fans. This is how I visualized. I always had a premonition of glory. But I did not know how I would get it. And when I suddenly saw the fights, then I began to actively train. When I first spoke, then I said to myself, okay, this is mine. Inside, I always remain that guy who reads a lot and always strives for success. Each person is unique in his own way, and this should be used earlier. In each room in which I walked had its own rules and procedures. And I thought that it should be so. Each coach has his own technique, and I have to follow it. I have to stand like this, kick like that, punch in a certain way. But when I met my mentor, I am talking about my coach John Kavanagh. Then I saw that everything was different with him. He was much more open and encouraged different movements and techniques before him with this approach. I have not yet encountered other coaches drove me into their own framework. This greatly influenced me. And I said to myself, this guy knows how to think outside the box. He understands that in battle, as in life, it can work. Whatever he wants. He encourages every new movement. I like to enjoy the fruits of my labor and inspire others. No one works more than me. Both within the octagon and outside it. I think I deserve it all. I definitely intend to enjoy the awards. I intend to buy a big mansion in Las Vegas. I intend to drive around in cool sports cars. And I want this for each of my team. I want to give him such a life. And someone will see and wants to live on us. There are generally two ways. You either get inspired and you can criticize me and throw mud at me. But with all this, you will remain where you were. And the people who are motivated by this will begin to move higher and higher, and one day they will also come to such a life. Such is human nature. Everyone chooses their own path. So I enjoy the wealth that I have earned through hard work. In general, gratitude is one of the most powerful forms of influence to attract good into your life. You need to be grateful for everything. Even if you have nothing. I always feel grateful. Even for some small things. I'm used to rejoicing. Even small things. Soon I will go to celebrate a great victory. But even insignificant achievements always give me a reason for celebration and gratitude. And it always was like that. Even when I had no money. No fame. Nothing. I was grateful for everything I have. And life always gave me something more in return. Now everything is the same. I remain grateful and life gives me new, winner-centered losers. Conor McGregor.